Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and it's my platform where I do MMA and boxing related content. If you're new here, why don't you help me grow my small little platform? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, maybe hit that bell icon so you know when I upload a video, and get involved in the conversation in the comment section below. With that said, in this video I'll be breaking down the upcoming featherweight world championship fight over in Bellator, as Cris Cyborg looks to add another world championship to her already decorated career as she takes on women's featherweight champion in Bellator, Julia Budd. This is a very, very important fight and potentially the biggest, well actually I'm fairly certain that this is the biggest featherweight fight in the women's division ever since Cris Cyborg fought Amanda Nunes back in December 2018. Amanda Nunes hasn't even defended that title. Cris Cyborg had one more fight in the UFC and parted ways with the UFC because you can never see eye to eye with Dana White, and it's a very important fight. Cris Cyborg looks to win this and show the world that one night with Amanda Nunes was just a bad night. Maybe Amanda Nunes is better than her, but I am not completely washed. I am still among the best, if not the best, women's featherweight in the world right now. She fights Julia Budd, who's defended her belt multiple times. She comes into this fight really on the back of a long, lengthy win streak herself, and she's got really everything to gain because she fights someone who is so much more known or much more respected than her on the international fight scene in Cris Cyborg, that this is really an all-win scenario and she's the defending champion. How crazy is that? Julia Budd is a very talented fighter and she's a former world championship kickboxer as well. She's got a high caliber of stand-up, and these two fighters will meet each other in the center of the ring and they will throw down for that world title. With that said, let's go through the tailored tape and let's break this down. Both of these ladies are later in their career. They may be towards the tail end of the careers. Julia Budd is 36 years old. Now, she hasn't shown no sign of slowing down or being, past her prime or over the edge. She hasn't, but she is 36 years old and she's a woman's featherweight fighter, so you've got to consider, is she getting on? It's not that dissimilar for Cris Cyborg, who, despite her saying she has a long time left in the game, she is 34 years old now. She's been around for a long time. She's fought a lot of the best fighters, and actually, in my opinion, she does look like she has slowed down. So that's something to consider coming into this fight. Julia Budd comes into this fight with a mixed martial arts record of 13 wins and 2 losses, and she fights Cris Cyborg, who's vastly more experienced with a record of 21 wins and 2 losses with 1 no contest. Now, what's interesting about this fight is that although Julia Budd is a world champion and she's defended her belt multiple times and she's defending champion in this, she hasn't fought on nowhere near the stage that Cris Cyborg has. Cris Cyborg was a world champion in Strikeforce, in Invicta, and in UFC, and she looks to pick up her 4th world title. That's crazy. Julia Budd has won this title and defended it multiple times, but she hasn't fought nowhere near this caliber of competition, and she hasn't fought on a stage that's going to be as big as the one that Cris Cyborg is going to bring us. So this is a very, very important night. Julia Budd is actually one of the only fighters in recent years that Cris Cyborg has fought that will probably match her in size. They both stand at 5'8", but the difference is Julia Budd has a 2-inch reach advantage over her with a 70-inch reach as opposed to Cyborg's 68-inch reach. Now, when we're talking about their styles, they're both strikers. Julia Budd's a bit more of a polished striker, but Cris Cyborg, you can call her a brawler, but she shines in like that sort of Muay Thai area. The thing with Cris Cyborg though is that she can also wrestle. She can do it all really, and she's a very, very, very talented fighter in that sense. Let's look at some of their key wins. For Julia Budd, her key wins, the 2 that stand out to me anyway, are Germaine de Randamie very early in her career, and she beat Marlos Conan very late in her career. So she never beat a prime version of either one of those ladies, but she does hold those wins, and Julia Budd is a very talented fighter who should be respected coming to this fight. Cris Cyborg has beaten the likes of Gina Carano, as we know. She beat Marlos Conan not once but twice, and I believe that's a better version of Marlos Conan, and that's something that we shouldn't forget. She's also beaten the likes of Holly Holm, and that was a very, very important fight for her to have gotten, and that, Holly Holm having beat her Ronda Rousey, and that was important that she got that win when she was coming into that fight. And she's also got a win over Tonya Avenger, the former Invicta bantamweight women's champion, who came in on short notice to replace Megan Anderson. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. But I think she beats her regardless, so it doesn't really matter. The issues for Julia Budd in this fight, in my opinion anyway, is that she's never fought this caliber of competition. So although I believe that Julia Budd is a very talented, high level of fighter, we haven't seen her in there with someone like Cris Cyborg, who's been consensusly one of the best featherweights, if not the best featherweights in the world for the past decade. Cris Cyborg, the issue for her is, I feel like she started to get a little bit hittable. She puts her chin out there. Julia Budd actually hits hard. She's a finisher. We saw Amanda Nunes could finish Cris Cyborg, so Julia Budd has the potential to do that. And also, Cris Cyborg has shown signs of wear and tear, in my opinion, so that's something to consider. The X factor for Julia Budd is going to be her freshness relative to Cyborg, despite being the older competitor. And Cris Cyborg, her X factor is going to be the power that she carries and the experience that she has had, having fought for so many world titles over so long a period of time. Let's get into the prediction. That's a very interesting fight. When I look at this fight, I see Julia Budd as having several advantages over Cris Cyborg. I believe that she's got a little bit more technical proficiency in her stand-up. However, the Cyborg that I know and the Cyborg that we all know, the advantages that she enjoys is going to be her strength. She'll be the stronger woman in there, her punching power, and her experience. So even if we say that Julia Budd is a better striker, I'm not saying that she is, that's not what I'm saying at all, but even if we say she is, you can't say that she's so much of a better striker than Cyborg that it will negate her power and her explosiveness. It just won't. Also, when it comes to having a well-rounded game, well, Cris Cyborg's actually a decorated grappler as well, and you've got to give that to Cris Cyborg. So what we're saying here is that even if the technical proficiency in stand-up is slightly towards Julia Budd, Cyborg is a stronger, more powerful fighter with a better ground game into some mixed martial arts fight. So in my opinion, this fight's going to play out fairly evenly on the feet. I think Julia Budd's going to have some really, really good moments. I think, however, Cris Cyborg's not going to fight her in a stand-up fight. She's going to fight her in a mixed martial arts fight. So she's going to throw in wrestling, clinch, takedowns, cage work, everything, go for submissions, and that's how she wins this fight. So in my opinion, Cris Cyborg will leverage her experience and well-rounded game to be able to get a win over the more polished and very talented, if underrated, Julia Budd. So fight fans, for my official prediction, I'm going with Cris Cyborg to leverage her experience and skill set to be able to get the win and claim another world title, which will be absolutely incredible. Anyways, fight fans, why don't you let me know how you guys think this fight's going to go? Very important fight, very interesting fight. I can't say I know it all. Obviously, Julia Budd can win this fight. She's got loads of tools to win this fight. I don't know. This is almost a 50-50 fight. I'll say I'm 60-40 on this one, but I cannot wait for it. What's you guys' opinions? If you're new to this channel, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share out my video so I can get some more growth going. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Rohan, and this is Mindful Combat.